Title: Burkina Faso builds Africa's longest irrigation canal. What if the answer to hunger, poverty, and dry land is just water? That's the bold belief now turning into reality in Burkina Faso, where something incredible is happening. In a place long known for its dry climate and struggling farmers, President Ibrahim Traoré has kicked off the construction of Africa's longest irrigation canal, and no one saw it coming this fast. This is not a promise for the future. It's happening now. Big machines are digging, people are working, and water is coming. At the heart of it all is the Gulere Dam project, a powerful plan to turn empty, dusty, and into green, growing farms. President Traoré is not doing this alone. His ideas are inspired by Egypt's massive dams, Israel's smart water tech, and China's deep knowledge of farming. But this isn't a copy. It's a new path, one built by and for Africans, with local pride and purpose. And the excitement is real. Villagers are watching dry fields come alive. Young people are seeing jobs, not just struggles. Farmers are dreaming again. Something big has started, something that could feed millions, create thousands of jobs, and make Burkina Faso a true farming power in West Africa. This isn't just about canals and crops. It's about hope. About action. About changing the story of a whole nation, one drop at a time. So, can water really change everything? In Burkina Faso, the answer is starting to look like yes. In Burkina Faso, that's exactly what's happening. The sound of machines fills the air. The ground shakes as earth movers clear the path for something never done before, a canal that will stretch farther than any other in Africa. This isn't just a construction site. It's the first sign of a new future being built, meter by meter. At the center of it all is the Gulere Dam project, which will guide water from rivers into dry, forgotten lands. For decades, people in these areas planted crops and prayed for rain. Now, they are watching water pipes and canals take shape in real time. And it's not just water. It's life, flowing into the soil. President Traoré didn't wait for perfect conditions. He moved fast, making the project a top priority. Many were surprised. Politicians usually talk, but Traoré is doing. He's leading with action, not speeches. And by his side is Minister Ismail Sambi, a man known for his energy and long work hours. Locals say he barely sleeps. He moves from site to site, making sure progress never stops. His hands-on approach is gaining respect across the country. People are amazed. "We thought it was just another promise," one farmer said. "Now I see tractors on my land." This is not a small project. It's a revolution in the soil, driven by purpose, powered by action, and moving faster than anyone expected. Who says Africa can't lead by learning? The Gulere Dam project is bold, but it didn't come out of nowhere. President Traoré and his team studied the best in the world. They asked smart questions. How did Egypt bring life to the desert with the Nile? How does Israel grow food in sand using just drops of water? How did China turn its farming from hard work into high tech? And then, they acted. Burkina Faso is not trying to copy. It's building its own model, taking the best ideas from three global giants, but shaping them to fit its land, its people, and its future. It's a smart mix: Egypt's large dams, Israel's drip irrigation, and China's machinery and know-how. With China, there's more than advice. There's real help. Chinese engineers are training local workers, bringing machines, and sharing modern farming tools. It's not just a deal on paper, it's a team effort on the ground. Traoré's vision is clear: no more waiting for rain, and no more depending on others to feed the country. Instead, Burkina Faso will grow its own food, on its own land, with its own hands, and with the best ideas the world can offer. It's a powerful feeling. People are seeing that Africa doesn't have to start from scratch. With smart partnerships and strong leadership, a new future can be built faster than anyone thought. This isn't aid. It's action with ambition. And Burkina Faso is showing the world how it's done. Can dead land come back to life? In Burkina Faso, the answer is growing before everyone's eyes. Thanks to the Gulere Dam and Africa's longest irrigation canal, dry, cracked fields are changing into green farms. It's a transformation no one believed could happen this fast. Before, farmers would plant seeds and hope for rain. Now, with steady water flowing through new canals, they know their crops will grow. The land is responding. Grass is returning. Rice paddies are forming. Trees once dried out are sprouting new leaves. Over 1,200 hectares of land are being restored. Land that was once seen as useless. But that's only the beginning. The government plans to expand even more, bringing back thousands of hectares over time. Farmers are smiling again. One local man said, "I used to plant and lose everything. Now, I can plan my harvest, feed my family, and even sell at the market." This is what President Traoré calls green gold. Not gold from mines, but gold from the earth, crops, food, and life that create jobs and wealth. And it's not only about farming. Green land helps cool the area, attract rain, and protect the soil. The environment is healing, one farm at a time. What once looked like a desert is starting to look like a garden. It's not magic. It's water, willpower, and leadership working together. Can Burkina Faso feed West Africa? That's the big goal. And it no longer sounds like a dream. President Traoré's farming plan is aiming high. With new water systems, advanced seeds, and modern machines, Burkina Faso wants to grow over 7 million tons of cereals. That means rice, maize, millet, and more. This is not just about feeding the country. It's about feeding the region. If successful, Burkina Faso could export food to neighboring countries, earn money, and become a key player in West African food security. But it all starts with local farmers. They are being trained to use better tools, plant smarter, and harvest more. The government is bringing in high-yield rice varieties that grow faster and produce more grain. These are the same types used in parts of Asia. For years, Burkina Faso imported food. People spent too much on foreign rice and grain. Now, the tables are turning. The country wants to produce enough to stop imports, and even become a food exporter. This changes everything. Less hunger. More jobs. Stronger markets. The country becomes more independent and less at the mercy of global prices. And it shows what's possible when a leader stops talking and starts doing. With the right plan, even a small country with dry land can lead a food revolution. Burkina Faso is not just growing crops, it's growing confidence, skill, and pride. One of the biggest wins from the Gulere Dam project is job creation. More than 2,000 jobs are already in motion, and many more are on the way. Farmers, engineers, builders, and machine operators are all part of this growing movement. Young people, once leaving rural areas for city jobs, are now staying. Why? Because farming is becoming modern and profitable. With support from China, Burkina Faso is bringing in tractors, irrigation systems, and rice mills. Farmers no longer have to do everything by hand. These tools save time, increase harvests, and reduce waste. But it's not just about machines. It's about knowledge. Training centers are popping up. Experts are teaching farmers how to plant smarter, save water, and use tech to monitor crops. The government is also helping form farming groups so small farmers can work together, share tools, and sell more. The result? A new economy is growing, one based on food, farming, and local strength. Markets are busier. Roads to villages are being fixed. Small businesses, like seed sellers, grain buyers, and mill operators, are rising with the farming boom. Burkina Faso is becoming an engine of growth, not just for itself but for the whole region. The land is working. The people are earning. And the economy is finally turning in favor of those who've waited too long. Can African problems be solved by African hands? President Ibrahim Traoré believes yes, and he's proving it. At just 37 years old, he's leading with bold action, not long speeches. Many leaders promise change. Traoré is building it, right in the open, with cranes, canals, and crops. This dam project isn't just a farming plan. It's a new style of African leadership, grounded, practical, and focused on results. And he's not alone. His right-hand man, Minister Ismail Sambi, is setting a new example for public service. He visits project sites often, talks to workers, checks progress, and solves problems quickly. People say he doesn't sit behind a desk, he's in the field, in the mud, making sure nothing slows down. Together, they are changing how government works. No more waiting years for action. Things are moving fast. Projects start on time, finish on time, and actually deliver what was promised. This is leadership that builds, not just talks. Across the continent, people are watching. Could this be a model for other African nations? Can a country rise on its own terms, using its own power, while still working with partners? In Burkina Faso, the answer seems clear. Leadership here doesn't wear fancy suits or hold long press briefings. It wears boots, walks through construction sites, and turns dusty fields into farms. What if hope came in the form of a river? As the first waters flow through the canal, something powerful is happening, not just to the land, but to the hearts of the people. You can feel it in the villages. You can hear it in the markets. Burkina Faso is changing. It's not just a farming project. It's a sign that the country is waking up. That a future of struggle can become a future of strength. Children are watching tractors instead of dust storms. Farmers are planting with confidence instead of fear. Local businesses are buzzing with activity. And all of this, because of one thing, water, brought by vision, hard work, and bold choices. The Gulere Dam is more than cement and metal. It's a symbol. A message. It says, we can do this. We don't have to wait. We can feed ourselves, grow our economy, and stand tall. People are calling it a new era. A rebirth. A time when Burkina Faso takes its place as a leader in West Africa, not through force, but through food, progress, and pride. This project may have started with a dam, but it's ending with a new story. A story of courage, hope, and African power. And that story is still being written, one farm, one family, one field at a time. The water has arrived. Now, the future can grow. Burkina Faso isn't the only one making moves. Across West Africa, a quiet wave of change is building, and it's lifting the entire region. From Burkina Faso's irrigation miracle to Mali's solar-powered farms, and Ghana's digital agriculture systems, something is happening that we don't always hear about. Africa is fixing Africa. And yes, even Nigeria, the regional giant, is watching with pride. For years, Nigeria has carried the weight of West Africa's food needs. But now, smaller nations are stepping up, not just to feed themselves, but to contribute to the regional supply. It's no longer about competition. It's about collaboration. One country's success is everyone's gain. When Burkina Faso builds a canal that grows food for its neighbors, Nigeria wins too, with more stable markets, fewer shortages, and stronger partnerships. This is the Africa we've been waiting for. A continent where solutions come from within. Where young leaders put on boots, not suits, and deliver results. Where dry land is no longer a curse, but a challenge conquered with unity, ideas, and will. So what can you do? Share this story, let the world see that Africa is rising. Support local farmers and innovators in your country. And most of all, believe. In your leaders, your land, and your people. Because the future is not in speeches. It's in seeds, soil, and the strength to water them.